welcome back to my channel. In this video I'm going to be showing you all of the books that I have decided to use for a homemade book advent calendar. It's not going to be the kind of advent calendar where you open a little door. It's going to be 24 wrapped books and you open a random one each day during December until Christmas Day. All of these books that I'm going to show you are from the works, and if you've got one near you, I'm sure that you'll be able to also get these books. You'll have to forgive me, I have got a bit of a cold still. I'm recovering from like a coldy chest infection kind of thing, so my voice is a little rough, to be honest. All of these books are essentially technically children's books, but for me I'm just calling them like family friendly books because I think that there's something special about children's books, special about the fact that these books are written for young minds and innocent minds and minds that don't take things too seriously, and I think that us adults could take a little note from these young people. So I'm going to choose these books at random and show you them because that is how we will be choosing the books in December. They're going to all be wrapped, they're going to all be picked at random. So here we go. So the first one is the Nutcracker, and this is quite an elegant Christmas story. It's quite a traditional Christmas story and it's being retold by Jamie French, and yeah, it is a lovely little picture book, nice and traditional, and I'm pretty sure I saw this in the theatre when I was at school, and it really does have those beautiful Christmas vibes, so I think that this will be a lovely addition. We then have quite a funny one, quite different to the Nutcracker, I must say. Oh, I'm going to keep a counter on the screen to count each book because honestly I'm convinced that I've probably not even got the right amount of books. I think I have, but knowing me, there's not 24 in here. I also got these from the works and it was a deal, so it was like 10 for £10, but they were having a special on like 12 for £10, but I also bought various different books as well as that deal, so I'm hoping that I've organised them well enough in this bag that this is just the advent calendar. Otherwise I'll be showing you a lot more than 24. Yeah, so this one is not as elegant as the Nutcracker. This is a typical child's book from this day and age where Skibbity Toilet exists. This is Rudy's Windy Christmas by Helen Bow and Ben Mantle. So basically, reindeers farting. My kid's gonna love this. So yeah, this is a funny take on a Christmas tale and I am really looking forward to this. It's funny, isn't it? It seems like over the last few years farting and things like that have just, they've become like a thing in the world of children's programs and games and things like that, and I'm not gonna lie, I love it. I think that it allows us to not take ourselves too seriously, and let's say we're having a really bad day in December and then we get home from work or the school run or whatever you've been doing, and you open these as a family each day and you read it together or you just read it separately and you get something like this. It will just add that little glimmer to your day, and yeah, it's a bit upbeat because I know that December can feel quite down and a little bit depressing at times. It's a sad time of year for some people. It's a stressful time of year for a lot of people, and also December is a dark month. It is physically dark, it can be emotionally dark, and yeah, so I think that children's books are an amazing way of helping us through. Hopefully this is in roughly the same position because my battery did just go on my camera, so I've had to swap batteries. So the next book is, again, it's quite classical. It is a lovely reminder just to bring back our childhood, and this does remind me of my childhood. This is Winnie-the-Pooh, and this book is called A Present from Pooh. I love Winnie-the-Pooh. I love the old films and the books, and yeah, it's just really cute and I mean, I feel like society have slightly spoiled the innocence of Winnie-the-Pooh after bringing out a horror film based on it, but we've still got books like this to remind us of the innocence of it. So yeah, this looks nice and cute, nice and sweet, and I'm looking forward to myself, Lewis, my mum and the kids opening this and giving it a read on one of the days in December. So, not gonna lie, a little bit confused as to why this is in the pile of books, because this does not strike me as a Christmas book. So I must have been in a rush picking this, but this is Paw Patrol Pup Save the Royal Throne. Part of it is set in like a snowy, icy place with penguins, but as far as I can see, this is as far as it goes in the stretch to a festive book. But I'm sure it'll still be nice, I'm sure it'll still be a talking point, and again, it just brings light to a world that's always full of bad news. We've then got another classic from childhood, well, mainly like the older, not older generation. Well, actually, rhetorical question happening here. When did Paddington happen? I'd imagine it was a long time ago. I mean, I remember it from primary school and I'm 28, but I'd imagine it was like a lot longer before then. So yeah, one from a lot of people's childhoods, and to be honest, a lot of this generation's like recent generation's childhood, because I think Paddington's just been a consistent thing, and again, it's got the innocence, but it's also like Paddington faces his own troubles, and yeah, I think this will be really lovely. So, The Adventures of Paddington, First Snow, and I think this, from what I've seen, is based on a TV show. Yeah, this should be really cute, to be honest. I think that there is an innocence, but also like a warm feeling around Paddington. Yeah, you've got like the wintry kind of look here, and oh, I'd love to be cozied up in that little tree house. I'm ruining the book for myself, I shouldn't be doing this. We then have How Many Sleeps Till Christmas, and this is by Joff Brown and Gabrielle Tafuni. Yeah, this looks really, really festive and cozy. Looking forward to this one. Again, ruining it for myself. I think it's just hard. I don't really know what to say about these books when I show you, because I don't want to ruin it, but I also know nothing about each of these books, so because I've not read any of them, and I want it to be a surprise for me too, but I also want to show you and potentially inspire you, so that if you want to do this, whether you are a child, whether you are a teenager, whether you are an older person, whether you have a family with lots of different ages, I still think this is a good idea. And I also think that you could do this with adult books. However, adult books are a lot more expensive than these, and you get a lot less deals. So, plus the books that we read as adults are a lot longer, and I don't think you'd be able to manage the one day read thing. So that is why I've gone with family friendly small books that were written for younger people. We've then got Kipper's Christmas Eve by Mick Inkpen. I just find that the author's last name is so unbelievably perfect. Like, if that is a real last name, then Mick, you are meant to be an author. Seriously. So yeah, this is another classic. Kipper is just, yeah, it brings that warmth, that coziness, and oh, 30 years of Kipper, there you go. I said it was a classic, didn't I? But yeah, this sounds really cute, and I think that again this will just bring those happy, reminiscent like vibes. Like, I'm making up words, I swear. It'll be a good way to reminisce on the old days, and the days where Christmas spirit felt more pure and we felt a little brighter and our minds were more innocent. We have There Was a Young Reindeer Who Swallowed a Present. Well, his poos are going to be funny. So yeah, I am interested to see where this story goes and how in the world we came to this. Again, it's like the farty reindeer one. Kids are watching some very strange things these days, so this does not surprise me at all, but it also intrigues me, and I'm looking forward to which day we manage to get this book and read it and know the outcome of this reindeer's stall situation. This is by Kay Bailey and Diane Ewan. I'm not sure how to pronounce that, so forgive me. We've got, oh I love this, Pip and Posy, the Christmas Snowman, as seen on TV. Our kids are kind of growing out of stuff like this now, but Pip and Posy is just such a lovely programme, and I think it portrays a lot of struggles in childhood, like the characters, they go through emotions that kids can relate to, and I always thought this was a really good programme for children and young people. And again, despite being an adult, like, you know, you pop the kids shows on TV and you'll sit and you'll watch it, and you might even take something away from it. And I think that that's another reason why I did this advent calendar with these books, because I find that there's sort of messages and morals that come across, and we can all take different things from these books. So yeah, Pip and Posy. This is just fabulous. When I saw this I was like 100% have to get. This is Stitch, Holiday Mischief with Stitch. Obviously, like, Stitch has been a massive thing for many years. I remember watching it when I was a kid, but this has recently sort of made a comeback in the sense of there's been 2 new films, and I'm not sure if there's been like a TV show or anything. I don't really watch TV or watch many films that often, so I'm not hugely in the loop of things. But for instance, you go to like your regular grocery store and you'll see loads of Stitch things, and then you go to like Primark, you go to just anywhere, and there's just so much merchandise around Stitch. And my niece, she absolutely adores it, who lives with me, so I thought I'm gonna get this, and yeah, I think that she will especially love this. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this. I always love a good bit of mischief, and I think Stitch can bring a different perspective to Christmas as an alien, so yeah. We have got The Night Before Christmas by Robert Dunn, illustrated by Robert Dunn. I think the difficulty with opening them at random is you might get this book at the start of December, so I might have to be kind of sneaky with what I'm doing with the books and how the kids pick them out, because I think that it would be nice to read something like this a bit closer to actual Christmas Day, and get you into that vibe, that spirit. I think that you get like that super excitement as you have got like 2-3 days until Christmas, and the nights are like really dark, and yeah, you've got those vibes, and I think this would be perfect. Oh gosh, that yawn came out of nowhere. I couldn't even prepare myself. But yeah, I just think that would be really lovely, like fairly late at night, put the tree on, twinkling lights, hot chocolate. Yeah, it'd be lovely, like to have with like a Christmas Eve box. Oh my gosh, yeah, that'd be perfect. Yeah. I've just thought the kids are probably going to watch this video and it'll end up giving it away. I might have to make sure they just don't watch it, because otherwise they're going to know every possible book that there could be. That was really stupid on my part, I'll be honest. The next book, I think this is more of a recent TV show for kids. When I say recent, I mean like the last few years. This is Bluey, Christmas Eve with Verandah Santa. Hopefully I've pronounced that right. I love Bluey. I think that the accents are amazing, and I think that the mum and the dad are just so amazing and so funny, and I love the relationship between all the characters, and yeah, I just love it. I think it's so good, and like the kids, they're getting, you know, older now obviously. One of them is in secondary school, but I think even she can appreciate Bluey because it's just amazing, and it kind of represents more real life, and yeah, it's brilliant. So yeah, I'm glad that I found a Christmas book of this, because I think that'll really bring some joy to our lives. I'm sorry that you keep getting the reflection of the ring light, by the way. Can't really avoid it properly. We're going on an elf hunt. That should be cool. I love the elves coming along during December. I love the mischief they get up to. Well, I don't always love it, not when our living room is full of toilet roll or our shoes have been put all over the floor. Naughty elves. But yeah, I do love a good elf, so I think that this will be a great addition to our December. Another absolute classic, and I don't even think many kids know these things, but this is Mr. Nosy and the Silent Night. And again, it's just like so many older people and like adults like my age, kind of 20s and older, will remember the Mr. I can't even remember the actual thing, but yeah, Mr. Men and Little Miss. I think that, yeah, there was so much stuff around this when I was a kid, and it was always funny. Like, we always used to like compare our friends to each different Mr. or Miss one. I know I'm not making much sense. You'll know what I mean if you know what I mean. Just ignore me. But yeah, so this will be a cute one. And then Santa Saves Christmas by Ellie Patterson and Dan Taylor. Santa's always got to save Christmas at some point, hasn't he? Oh, this looks interesting. It's like they're in the rainforest. Oh, it looks really cozy. Look at the colours on that. Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to this one. Another one by Kipper. Kipper's Snowy Day by Mick Inkpen. Again, amazing name. Do you know what? What was the other Kipper book called? Kipper's Christmas Eve, that's the one. Well, Kipper's Snow Day. I think we all love a good snow day, and I think that everyone's, well, not everyone, I could be wrong, but a lot of people's dream is to wake up on Christmas morning and it's just white snow everywhere. And you can go and make a snowman. So I think that things like this, and when you watch these kind of things on TV, it kind of, you romanticise winter, and although snow is not always convenient for people, I think that when you're tucked inside on Christmas Day and you're blessed not to have to go to work, then yeah, I think that this will be lovely. It'll be a nice little way to even have a few moments of those thoughts, romanticising Christmas and romanticising winter and snow. Now this one looks cool and crazy and badass. This is Bunnies in a Sleigh, a Crazy Christmas Story by Philip Arda and Ben Mantle. Ben Mantle? Why do I feel like there was another book by Ben Mantle? Ben Mantle also did Rudy's Windy Christmas, that is why. So yeah, this one looks cool. This one reminds me of like Bad Guys, is that what it's called? The films with all the animals. That reminds me of that, so that should be really cool. Be a little bit of a different take on Christmas, and that's what I like about kids books. With like romance books, you get very similar storylines and very similar settings, but with kids books it can just go sort of beyond, and I really like that. But also it's not too intense, it's like there's a simplicity to it. So yeah, that's gonna be a crazy one. Our household often feels like this front page, so yeah. Another classic, and this honestly makes me feel super cozy just looking at the cover. This is Disney's Mickey's Christmas Magic. I'm not sure if any people sort of around my age ever watched the, I can't remember exactly what it was. It was like Mickey Mouse's Christmas, but it was like there was like lots of different ones, and one of them was like Donald Duck's children. They were like triplets, and they were trying to get on the good list, and they ended up kind of invading Santa's workshop, and they ended up helping Santa. And then there was another one by Goofy, like with Goofy, and he had a son, and they ended up like exploding the house with like popcorn, and it was just really funny. And then there was one that kind of loosely represented like Tiny Tim, and I watch them all the time, and they just so amazing. So this reminds me of that, and this is giving me like really cozy vibes of like my childhood. We have got Fly, Fly, Fly Your Sleigh by John Hay and Gary Parsons. Oh my gosh, this is from the same illustrator that did the dinosaur that pooped. And yeah, we love those. It's like dinosaur that pooped Halloween, dinosaur that pooped Christmas. And again, as I was saying at the start of this video, like there's just this weird thing around like farting and stuff like that, and yeah, there you go. But yeah, again, another cute one. Nice and easy, nice and simple. Chaos, because that is what Christmas is about. This one's cute. The other ones haven't been like this, so I'm looking forward to this. This is called The Big Christmas Bake, and this is by Fiona Barker and Pippa Kernick. And yeah, it just looks different. Like the other ones are all about Santa or reindeers farting, etc. This is about a cake, and a big cake, and let's face it, we all love cake. Oh, I love this. Again, another classic. Maisie's Snowy Day by Lucy Cousins. This is like a proper young person's book, like child, but there's something so sweet and innocent about it. So yeah, I love it, really love it. I remember Maisie, I really do. There's something so different about the cartoons and stuff that we had when I was a child compared to the things they've got now. And yeah, it's nice to look back on those things, and it's nice to feel the way that you felt when you first watched them. It kind of reconnects you to your childhood. Another one of the whole farty kind of situation. Father Christmas Needs a Wee by Nicholas Allen. I don't really have any words for this one. I have no idea what this is going to be about. Well, I mean I do, but I'm intrigued as to the kind of content that we're going to see and the storyline. The fact that this is a Christmas book, I'm just like, is it only because it's Santa though? Because it could be anyone that needed a wee. But again, it should be funny. Maybe it's like he's so busy that he hasn't been to the toilet, and he's like desperate the whole time, but he is doing everything for everyone else and forgetting himself. Moral of the story. Coming to the last few now. So another elf one. We've got The Elf Next Door by Lou Treleaven and Reese Waters. Again, this should be a nice one to go alongside with the elves that visit us during December and all the mischief they get up to. So yeah, this should be nice to read alongside having them in our house. Second to last is All I Want for Christmas by Rachel Bright. I love a good penguin, I really do, especially ones that wear little hats. Can't go wrong. Yeah, this looks really cute, really sweet, although this penguin, who I'm going to assume is like the adult penguin, is looking very tired. So I'm assuming that the festive season has gotten to them a little bit, perhaps. But yeah, it looks like it's going to be a cute one. So, oh, and the back has got the tiny one putting the star on the tree. Looks lovely. Last but not least, and a great one to end on for this video, is an absolute Christmas classic, and this is Dr. Seuss, How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Just perfect. I love The Grinch. I love watching it. I'm going to love reading it. I just love everything about The Grinch. So yeah, I like that it's different. It's got a different vibe for Christmas, and I love all the songs, and I love how the world in The Grinch is so different to the world that we have here. So yeah, really looking forward to this. So hopefully the counter is correct and there are 24 books, because I have not been counting during this video. I would not be able to keep track whilst I'm talking. So yes, that has been the family book advent calendar that I have done for this December. It's the first time that I have done it, and I will see if I'd like to do it again next year. if you like the idea and you're going to go out to the works or go out to the pound shop and go and buy them, then let me know. But I will keep everyone updated with how this has gone, and definitely going to reach my to be read for this year, because there are 24 books there and I've only got about 6 books left until I reach my target for the year. So yeah, let me know in the comments what you think of these books, and if you're doing something similar this year. Like I said, you could do this with books for potentially older people, but I don't think I'm physically capable of reading an adult sized book every single year. So maybe a short story every year, that'd be good. I mean, every day, not every year. But yeah, thank you for watching my video, and I will see you next week. I hope you have a wonderful start to December, and yeah, try not to stress yourself out too much for the season ahead. It is not worth your well-being, it is not worth you ruining your well-being, ruining up your health just because of some stress. Recreate your own traditions and try not to allow the societal pressure of the season get to you. It's just not worth it. Like, create your own traditions and do things that make you happy, as long as that's not hurting people. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next week.